Hello and welcome back everybody to another World of Warcraft gold farming video. So in this video we're going to be doing another plundered treasure farm, and these plundered treasure usually drop a few raw gold coins as well as ores, cloth, motes of harmony and greens. So before you do anything, make sure to check your auction house prices for these items to see if it's worth doing for you. But we're going to be farming this in the fire camp Gai-Cho in the Townlong Steppes here in Pandaria. It's very easy to get here, you can just run here. Of course, the higher level you are, the easier time you're going to have with these mobs. These are level 90 mobs, so technically you can do this at around level 90, however I wouldn't recommend it. Of course, you're going to need some potion of luck, and these last 20 minutes, so if you want to do an hour of farming, you're going to need at least 3 of these. And on my server, they go for about 80 gold each, which is not too bad. However, on some servers, they're up to like 200, 300 gold, which is quite of a price. And if you do have an alchemist and herbalist, you can just farm up some golden lotus, which is very easy to do in Pandaria, especially in the Jade Forest, and then you can just make them yourself that way. Other than that, it's nice to pick up tailoring if you don't have it. You don't have to level it up to level 700. I think you can level up to about 400 or 500. Mine's about 500. And then you can just go to your cloth trainer in Dalaran, and then you can pick up a perk called cloth scavenging. And this basically doubles or triples your cloth yields from these mobs, which is very nice since Windwall cloth does sell for a decent amount. So other than that, the route of this farm can be a bit complicated depending on your class. This farm is definitely the easiest to do as a druid and the most efficient as a druid, or balanced druid in specific, since you get Starfall and that just basically pulls all the mobs to you, and that's very handy. But if you are not a druid, if you're a hunter for example, it's very simple as well. If you're a melee class, it can be quite a pain, and I don't know if I would recommend doing this as a melee class. You will probably cut your gold per hour down by about 2,000–3,000 gold, which is a bit annoying. But as a balanced druid in specific, I'm going to be showing you how to do this. It's very easy. What I do is I just start here, and there's basically 2 packs of mobs. There's one here, and then there's the same thing but up there on the higher platform up there. So basically what I do is I start here and I just Starfall, and all I do is just run past these mobs and it just gathers them all towards me. So as you can see, I'm quite a low item level, so I don't one-shot these mobs, so it does give them a chance to come up to me. However, I would recommend being at least about 600 to 630 item level if you're a druid to do this most optimally. So what I do is I just go down here, pull all these mobs, and then pull the max, so not all of them have died. So a bit higher item level than me would be perfect as a druid. So as you can see, all of them are dead now, so I've left combat. I can mount up, and the good thing about druids are that you can actually loot while mounted, so I can just loot these guys. And I don't have a potion of luck active right now, but I did well farming this, of course. So I can just loot these guys. It's very easy to do. And then, okay, so all these guys are dead, and then you just want to move up here. And then there's one guy here, and what I usually do is I put Moonfire on him before pulling everyone. And I essentially do the same thing as I've done at the bottom. I just pull all these mobs here, and then I basically cast Starfall twice. So I cast it once just then, and once it runs out, so 1 second left, and then I cast it again. And then it basically finishes off the rest of these mobs. Now this is not necessary if you have a higher item level, and of course if you're a different class you will have to figure out a different way of farming this, but of course I'll leave that up to you. It's not very hard to do. So as you can see, most of these guys are dead, and there we go, they're all dead. So I'll just loot these guys. So there are quite a lot of mobs here, and they're quite densely packed. The only issue is that we've basically run out of mobs now. The respawn timer is not that high, it's about 2 or 3 minutes I think. And in the meantime, what I recommend doing is just getting the add-on Cross Realm Assist, and you can just download this, and I'll leave a link in the description. It basically just allows you to hop onto another server. So what I do is I press quick join, if it wants to work. Yeah, it bugs out sometimes. There we go, it should work now. And then, oh, there's a guy here. So as for competition wise, oh, there's quite a few people here this time. Usually I don't see any other people farming this, except for this case. This is the first time I've seen people here. But what I do usually see is a few questers, and that's not really an issue. They just come here for about 2–3 minutes and then they leave again. I think this is like a daily hotspot, and there's a few quests to do here. But other than that, you just want to use Cross Realm Assist, reset the mobs, and just rinse and repeat. So if I can find a server where the mobs are actually up, maybe this server instead. Nope, I guess someone else is farming here as well, which is a weird coincidence because I didn't find a single person here. Wait, I think I'm on the same server, am I? Oh, well, that's a bit confusing. But I would say competition is quite low, except for the quest givers. So, or the questers, I mean. So if you don't want to use Cross Realm Assist, or there's a lot of competition for some reason on your servers, you can just fly over here, and there are a bunch of mobs here, but I wouldn't really recommend doing it here, especially if you're a melee. You can just like stuff all these mobs and just pull them all together. It's basically essentially the same thing as before. However, these mobs don't drop as many items as well. They have a very annoying ability, especially these ones. They have like this shield thing that they put in front of them. So if you're melee, that can be very annoying. However, you can come here, but I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. But other than that, guys, let's get into the gold breakdown. So I farmed this spot for about 20 minutes, and in raw gold I got 198 gold in total. In plundered treasure gold I got 124 gold in total. From vendor trash I got 58 gold in total. So I vended 19 greens, blues and purples for 305 gold in total. I got 6 Spirits of Harmony which sell for 72 gold each for a total of 432 gold. So I got 2 Ghost Iron lockboxes, and if you block pick those you get about 60 gold's worth of stuff each, worth of just raw gold and greens and stuff, and that came up to 120 gold in total. I got 20 Ghost Iron ore which sell for 3 gold and 53 silver each for 71 gold in total. I got 24 Black Trillium ore which sell for 11 gold and 40 silver each for 274 gold in total. I got 28 White Trillium ore which sell for 11 gold and 35 silver each for 318 gold in total. I got 535 wimble cloth, and again I am a tailor so I do get more than you. If you're not a tailor you will expect to get at least 200 or 300 less than me, and those sell for about 1 gold and 9 silver each for 583 gold in total. And I got 17 exotic leather which sell for 1 gold and 20 silver each for a total of 20 gold. So in total in 20 minutes I made 2,503 gold. Now if you calculate that out per hour, that's about 7,509 gold. So I usually consider anything above 4,000 gold as a minimum per hour to be a farm worth doing, and 7,500 gold is very, very good. It's probably one of my best farms that I've done so far in regards to the Potion of Luck farming. So my final thoughts for this farm, it's got quite low competition. Of course you might find 1 or 2 people on some servers that are farming this, but usually you just find people questing here and they usually go away after a while. Another good thing about this farm is if you're a druid you have a very, very high advantage above other classes since you do have Starfall. It's not very recommended to do this as a melee class. It will cut your gold per hour by maybe about 2,000 to 3,000 gold, which can be a bit annoying. And finally, this is very heavy cross-realm assist dependent, so if you don't like hopping on different servers constantly, there is another alternative. You can just go to the other place nearby this place. However, I wouldn't really recommend doing that, and I would just recommend just checking out one of my other Potion of Luck farms, which don't really require it. But I guess that's the end of this video, guys. Like and favorite if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more gold guides like this from me in the future. And until next time, guys, bye!